My name is Allison Sweeney, and I'm the English Teacher in Residence for Union County Virtual, which is a program housed within Union County Public Schools. A lot of people would say that they probably always wanted to be a teacher if they're in education now. However, for me, that was a little bit different. I grew up with undiagnosed dyslexia and ADD, and things that made it very difficult for me in a traditional classroom setting. And so I didn't think that I'd ever go into the educational field. However, having experienced these things, I have a lot of empathy for students who also have different learning needs, and I have a good idea of how to differentiate instruction for these students having experienced difficulties myself. Although I was confident in my skills in a face-to-face classroom, my students were getting great results. I had a great relationship with my students. In transitioning to the personalized learning environment, it really helped improve my teaching methods. I was able to develop my own courses and implement the differentiation within those courses by including a variety of different kinds of assignments and ways that students can do assignments. I was able to build OCS classes with my background in special education. I was able to improve on the feedback that I was giving students and the individualized attention that I was able to give students because of it being an online environment. And also really, Union County Virtual has a blended element where I actually get to see my students. So being able to see them and make it more individualized and personal for the students really benefits not just them, but also my teaching strategies and techniques. Some of the challenges that I faced within the transition, I think the hardest thing was not seeing students every day, so you really fear that you're going to lose that relationship with your students. Within our blended design that we have for our program, we actually do see the students every other week, and within the feedback and the announcements and the discussion forums, I feel like that has kind of made up for that challenge. Within our courses, the technologies that we offer vary depending on the students' needs and interests. So we have anything from a Google Doc to a Quizlet to a Padlet or a S'more or a Glogster. Students can create videos if they want to using WeVideo. So for example, in my English 4 class, we have a Macbeth project at the end, and the students are definitely offered a choice of expression where it's personalized to their strengths. So if a student really likes to write, they can write a research paper. If they like to act, they could do a Shakespearean performance. If they like to do a monologue or soliloquy, but they want to do it in front of me, they can do that. If they want to draw an art book, they could do that. I think the common misconception is that there's not a lot of interaction between students and teachers within an online learning environment. However, daily we have announcements, we have feedback that is personalized to each student. We have lab facilitators that we can contact, as well as any other stakeholder. Weekly, we make contact home and with the schools if a student is not doing well. And bi-weekly, with our blended program, we actually have a chance to see our students and go over anything that they may have missed. I'm a huge advocate of data-driven instruction. I love to use the data within my course that it gives me in order to track, reteach, and remediate with my students. The online formatting does give me instant results that will help break down if a question is faulty, see how many kids got it wrong, or if it's just something that that specific student needs remediation for. I offer reteaching in the announcements and their personalized feedback, as well as when I get to see them face-to-face. I take a lot of pride in the student achievement within my courses. My students typically do very, very well, not only in the courses, but also on their state exams. I have one particular student who is individual pride for me. He is an autistic student that I had last semester, and he was unsuccessful in the traditional classroom. He took my course, and together we worked on personalizing his assignments, continued reassurance on my end that what he was doing was okay, and really individualizing to meet his strengths and needs. And as a result, he went on to become student of the 6 weeks, as well as taking other online courses with the program. have my master's degree in special education, which has enabled me to be able to develop the occupational course of studies English classes for the special education teachers to utilize in their classrooms. I think that the greatest contribution for me in the field of personalized learning is being part of the Union County Virtual program. I have completed development for every English course that we have for our county, and just seeing the changes and the editing and the revisions and getting to really figure out what works for the students and personalize it for them has been, I think, my greatest achievement. I think that in terms of concerns regarding personalized learning, the biggest is the gap that still exists within the students and the technology. So although the students have the ability to have computers and have the differentiation and the instruction is there, not all the students have the same equity when they go home in terms of having the internet or the parental support or the community support that some other places may have. Despite this, I truly believe that online learning is not the wave of the future, but instead the most individual platform that allows me to ensure all of my students have the opportunity to be successful by personalizing their educational experience today and in the future throughout my entire county.
Hello, I'm Brenda Dry, the e-learning administrator for Union County Public Schools. Ms. Sweeney is a fantastic blended online teacher. She has an innate ability to connect with her students. She is consistently modifying her courses to meet the needs of each student. Through comments, emails, texts, and phone calls, Ms. Sweeney interacts with her students each day. Her personalized learning approach makes her courses our most popular courses. Go ahead.
All right, Miss Sweeney comes and visits us. I think it's like once or twice every 2 weeks, and it's really cool because you'll be working behind the scenes and you'll see her icon pop up on your Google Docs, and then you'll know she's there. But then when she comes in, she'll personally assist you on things that you may have missed like earlier, and it's more supportive because I feel like in a normal classroom where there's 30 people around us, it's kind of hard to get the one-on-one connection with the teacher, and unlike now. So when she comes in, there's 6 of us, so she has more time to talk to us in a more individual way.